My Movie Recollection with Vincent Cloud and this guy. Say your name.
Oh, McClure?
Oh, McClure.
Oh,
He's
McClure.
joining us for the first time. And so this is a show where we talk about movies, draw them randomly, and discussed really quickly. And it's also a game show. We make each other guess it. And even if you guess the movie, like the title of it, and you didn't see it, then that means you have to come up with a plot for that, what you think that movie's about. So I'll have you guess first out of my movies. All right.
All right.
So the first movie, oh my gosh. Okay. It's a two-word title. It starts with an S as in sarcastic.
Okay. Two-word title starts with an S.
Um, it has Michael Fassbender in it.
I don't know who that is. What other movies was that guy in?
Oh, now I'm gonna be naming a bunch. Well, he was Magneto in the X-Men
Okay.
movies.
That guy? The
Yeah,
British
the
guy with the
the
gold
young
nose?
Magneto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that guy with all the multiple personalities, that guy. So Michael Fassbender. The movie starts with an S. It's
Oh
two.
no. You're thinking Professor X, and
Oh,
that guy
shoot.
was in Split. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's anyways, this came out in 2015.
Okay.
Um it
I'm gonna
has
look
yeah,
up who Michael Fassbender is. That ain't cheating.
sure, fine, that's fine.
Is it? Is that cheating?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I let everyone bend the rules around here. That's fine.
Okay.
It also has Seth Rogen in a supporting role.
Is it a funny movie?
No, it's not.
Okay. Seth
No,
Rogen was
it's based off a real life person.
okay.
He made computers and stuff, technology. He died recently.
Is it like the story of Stephen Jobs?
Yes, it's called Steve
Steve.
Jobs.
Yeah. I didn't watch
Wow.
that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Well, what do you
remember
think it's
seeing the
about?
previews though. It's about him like starting in his garage, right? I think I or is that the guy who invented Apple?
Well, those oh shit, that's a good question. Well, there was two movies about Steve Jobs that came out around the same time. That
Is
one
that
might have been with Ashton Kutcher.
okay?
Yeah.
Huh. Is that why like everybody's like, yeah, Stephen Jobs, he like goes to a coffee shop in Seattle and no one even knows who he is. Is that like a part in the movie or something?
No, again, that might be the Ashton Kutcher one.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's about him and but it's told really weird. It's told almost in real time, kind of like that 24-hour TV show with Keith Sutherland. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No? Okay. Well, like say, so it starts off with Steve Jobs, and if you know anything about that of him, he would always give these big speeches and then reveal the iPod and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So all three acts of the movie, the first act is back in like, I don't know, the 80s when he's about to reveal the Mac or something like that. And it's all about the behind the scenes stuff, trying to get the show organized, and him having arguments with Seth Rogen, his assistant Kate Winslet, and his fucking ex-wife is there with her kid, like this little child, and he's like an asshole. I don't know if you know anything about Steve Jobs, but apparently he was a fucking asshole too. Like
Huh.
smart, but just like
One of them.
really sarcastic, talks down to everyone,
His
you
head could
know.
have been this big.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's basically, and then the next act, it cuts to the 90s before he's about to reveal some big product. I don't know the iPhone stuff. Maybe it is the iPhone or whatever. And then the third act is him in the 2000s, ready to reveal whatever it was he made last time. But
iPod
every
maybe?
movie, yeah,
Like I think he made the iPod before the iPhone maybe.
right, yeah. So but every time it cuts to a different decade, it shows his relationships with everyone getting worse over time. And like his daughter gets older and older and she just does not like him and stuff. And yeah, it really sucks.
Oh,
I mean, the story's good. It's just like I didn't know he was such a prick.
yeah,
And
it was a
yeah.
really hyped up movie. I didn't check it out though, because I don't know. I left Apple behind after school because
Oh, really?
yeah, they probably like I had one account that I paid for like all my music and videos or whatever, and I probably had a good $1,000 into it or something after high school. But then they made me make a school account, and then like I think every year after that, it just got further and further away from me.
Wow. Well, then you know more about Apple than me because I don't get into computers really. Like I have this laptop, and I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, they make you pay for everything, those guys.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess if you really like your iPhone and iPod and stuff like that, you might think this movie's cool. It's directed by Danny Boyle. I don't know if you know who that is.
I'm not big
Um,
on like directors or actor names.
yeah.
I'm not the biggest at all because you and your mom and Rita and Ember, you guys are always quoting movies and like saying this director, that director, and this actor, and just like yeah, I couldn't put a face to the name.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm typically better with faces than names. I'm really bad with names.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that's the movie. Okay, let's go to your movie. Make me guess
Okay.
yours. And you have 10 movies on you, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What I wanted to do was choose 1 through 10 of those movies, and then I'll you make me guess that. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to
So
go with let's go with number 8.
number eight. Okay. One, two, three, four, eight. Okay. So it was made in 1995. It
Ooh.
is a forward title.
Okay.
I wasn't born in 95, but I grew up watching this movie like probably like seeing the previews for it. I'm just like, what the hell that happened? So I was like sleeping through this movie. Like I probably never made it through the full movie. But it was always one of my favorites growing up.
What's the first word start with of the title?
M. The
M.
first word starts with M.
1995 forward title M. Mighty Joe. No, not that one.
Yo, yo, yo.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yo.
I got it. Wow.
Fucking- Yeah, I like that one. The purple ooze and everything, I was just like Rita was helping me put the names to the list, and that one just always stuck with me. Just I feel like it made me who I am today. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
I even told Reggie, I'm like, you see that ranger right there, the white one, the freaking ponytail, freaking that's the ranger, Reg. And he's like, why? And I'm like, the white ranger. He's like, is there a red one? This is a
My
good one.
favorite was the blue one.
The
I
blue
like,
one?
yeah, yeah.
Was he like a rhino or a beetle?
He was oh man.
Maybe one of them dung beetles.
Dang it. Wow. I am drawing a blank. I used to know all this stuff because I might have been a little too old to be watching it, but all my siblings love Power Rangers, so
Uh,
I watched it too.
that
Yeah,
was
I
like one
liked
of
it.
them VHSs you had to have in the house.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
took it from Blockbuster. Um, well, you got
Um
it. I got your movie, Steve Jobs.
oh, so I think this goes without saying, but I think everyone or a lot of people that I knew had a crush on the Pink Ranger, Mary
Uh,
Jo, whatever her name is.
was she the Asian one with the black little pigtails or something? Or
No,
that's the
no.
Yellow Ranger.
Yeah,
Of
that's the
course, that's
Yellow
the
Ranger.
Yellow Ranger.
Well, it's this is weird though. Did you ever watch the show?
The show? Oh yeah, yeah. I watched all of them until like probably 2007, 2009.
Oh, nice.
From Mighty Morphin all the way to like 2009, which it ended up being like some weird like jungle force or something, and they all like were jungle animals, and they all had like
Yeah.
mystical like it was kind of like a voodoo powers, like voodoo, like like jungle vibes. I don't
Yeah.
know, jungle fury probably.
Yeah, that's right. They would always change up the animals.
Yeah.
Like for this movie, they like the Black Ranger or in the show was like uh, a mammoth, but
Yeah, I
in
remember that one.
the movie he's a frog.
That was probably like the prehistoric age Power Rangers or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had a lot. Velociraptor. No.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah. That would have been cool to have one of those badges, because
Yeah.
that's what they do and then they transform and stuff. But
I'm
like,
wondering when they fell out of style because you don't get Power Rangers shows nowadays, I don't think.
oh man. Well, they had a remake of the movie a couple years ago.
Yeah, yeah, they had that. But I
Yeah.
haven't seen like a Power Rangers show like as prevalent and like it was there, you know? It was there. They
Oh
had all the
yeah.
toys, they had yeah, that movie stood out to me though. That purple goo. What was your favorite part of that movie? Do you
Oh
remember any of it?
yeah. I love the two evil machines that he uses at the end. One's a hornet and one's a scorpion.
Yeah, I was seeing that. And then you say it's the end, so I probably never made it to the end. I just remember him just be like, "What is this stuff?" And I'm just like in my room, just like, "Yeah, what is that stuff?" Like, that's funny. I was really watching the preview for it, just like trying to show Reg, and I'm just like, I don't remember any of this. I'm like, how are we gonna talk about this movie if I barely remember it?
No, that's fine. It's all about what you can get out of yourself. Just it's
Yeah.
about taking the little challenge. Um, oh, so I think I'm wondering, since we don't have Power Rangers now, it's because that idea is weird. Like Power Rangers was a Japanese show, and they would just film the American parts of them talking to each other, and then they would have them transform, and then when they transformed, they would just use footage of the Japanese show of Power
Yeah,
Ranger people fighting.
they
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
do their own thing. They just take it from there and voice over.
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I
Like,
think I seen something about that recently.
so like what an easy job it was to be those Power Rangers where you didn't even have to like fight. You just say
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'll meet you at the juice bar,
Yeah, right? All
Skull." Yeah.
right. Just get bullied by some mediocre freaking school bullies. Their portrayal of bullies back in the 90s is just freaking, I don't know, mullet, jean jacket, freaking big dumb guys.
You don't think that would intimidate anyone nowadays? They would just get laughed at.
Probably, yeah. Intimidating through cringe.
What was wait, did you have a favorite scene, or you said your favorite was White Power Ranger, which is weird to say together, White Power.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's even made his like rounds in the newer movies, you know? Like they had like this scene where the Power Rangers of this day and age were like I think they were like Speed Force or something. Like they were all about like fast cars and I think they just got racing stripes and decals
Yeah.
instead of like actual but here they got like backed into a corner and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what do we do?" And here all the Power Rangers just started gathering on this cliff that they were like looking up at and they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's freaking Mega Fury." I don't know. That was pretty cool. I remember seeing that
Oh man.
little reunion, and he was just the main one. They're all just like, "Oh my gosh, there's whatever his name is," but he might have passed away. Maybe that's why he blew up a couple years ago.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, but I forget the real or the White Power Ranger for real, the guy who played him, Tommy or whatever, he
Uh,
is actually a martial artist. I think he like won a tournament once or something like that. Maybe did
yeah.
MMA, I'm not sure, but yeah, that guy turns out to be legit cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's why I told Reggie that, but I'm trying to see what is his name. Jason David Frank. Yeah, see, he passed away a couple years ago, which is why he's all popular.
Oh,
November
oh,
2022. He didn't even have the ponytail.
yeah. Well, I'm rocking it for him. I got one now.
Oh
You used to have one not too long ago, didn't you?
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's on to the next movie. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna make you guess again. Let's what- so what I'm using actually is letterboxd.com. You ever heard about it?
Uh,
It's awesome. You get to like basically there's like a shitload of movies, every single movie, and you just click on the ones you've seen and it makes a big list for you. So that's pretty
okay.
awesome. Yeah. And then what I'm doing now is going to press shuffle on it so I get
Letterbox?
letterboxed.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this because we just covered this movie on the last episode. All right, here we go. So this is a one, two, three, four, five-word title. Came out in 2002. First word starts with a C.
See? 2002?
Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. He's the lead. Tom Hanks is the supporting actor. Christopher Walken is in it too.
Yo. Is it like gosh, what was that one? No, I think that one came out more recently.
It's directed by Steven Spielberg.
2002.
It's based on a real story, quote unquote. I don't know. It was just revealed that this was a made up real life story. Like this never happened, so makes the movie seem dumb.
All I
Ow.
can think about is Django Unchained. I don't know why. That's all I could freaking think about. I'm like, that was like 2010 at the earliest.
Right. I'll just tell you, it's called Catch Me If You Can.
That sounds like one of the ones we'd just like be sitting on the couch and just throw that on and never. What
Never
was it
pay
about?
attention. Well, no, that's the thing. Since you're guessing, you gotta. What do you think it could be about?
It
What's
sounds like a bunch of like probably a couple like go on after each other. It sounds like one of those movies, like the Dick and Jane movies,
okay.
the Dick and Jane movie. It sounds like one of those. Like maybe Leonardo DiCaprio was like a spy or something. But
Hmm.
I can't remember if I watched it or not.
Well,
Did you watch it?
you're kind of close. He's not a spy. He's actually a con man. I think he steals his dad's checks or something, and he keeps forging checks all over the place. And like, so he's able to like have these awesome parties and go anywhere he wants to and shit. But then soon, I think Tom Hanks is the FBI or something, and he's got to catch Leo, but Leo's like really smart and like outwits him a lot. And he's really cool under pressure. He's such a like natural liar. I don't really care for Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's okay in some roles, but I
He's
don't
kind
think
of
he's that great.
he's evil, and he catches a lot of hype because it's Titanic.
Yes. Um, so
He's
anyways,
at some Diddy parties.
Diddy parties. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Tom Cruise or not Tom Cruise. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wait,
He's like,
was he at those parties?
yeah, he's one of the main people. He went to like every
No
single one or
way.
something. Yeah,
Really? He used to have a group with him called the Pussy Posse back in like the 90s. They were known to just like get laid like all the time. It was
yeah,
him, Toby Maguire. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's what's coming out. Like they just used to be best buds.
Wait, was Toby Maguire at that Diddy party?
Yeah,
No way, Spider-Man. He
yeah,
was shooting his
yeah.
webs all over everybody.
God, fucking Diddy parties.
Oh man, that's fucked up. But
That's the
okay,
whole talk of
so
my school right now.
wow. Well, okay, so what I was gonna say is we're supposed to feel something for this criminal, but I didn't. I don't care that Leo's lying to everyone and getting all this money and getting with all these girls because he's forging checks. So I'm like, I don't care. And so apparently this was based on a true story of that guy's life. He really did do all this stuff when he was like in his teenage years in his early 20s. Turns out just recently, maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago, it was like revealed that he made up all that stuff. So yeah, he was a con man. He conned people into making a movie about stuff that he did. Oh my God. Then that's just,
He conned him again.
yeah,
Gosh.
I don't know. I don't really care for this particular Steven Spielberg movie. I think he changed after he made Schindler's List. After that, all the fun was zapped out of him. Yeah.
Is Schindler's
Uh,
List a good movie? I
it
haven't.
it is. It is. It's just not very fun. It's about the goddamn Holocaust. It's
Oh,
super
okay.
depressing and shit. Um,
Gosh.
But there is one good scene in this because Tom Hanks is like he's super serious and stuff, and his partners are always saying like, "Oh, dude, you got to lighten up and stuff." They're like, "You can never make a joke." He's like, "I got a joke for you." They're like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Uh, knock knock," and they're like, "Who's there?" And he's like, "Go fuck yourself."
Gosh,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a Holocaust joke. I really did.
Well, this when did that movie take place? It might have been around that time, so even then they wouldn't have done that. Not so much nowadays, but okay, so let's go with your movies again, Bo.
All right, let's see.
So I have nine movies to choose from, right?
Yep,
Let's do two.
two. All right, this movie. It's a one word, or it's a two-word title if you count the number, because it's in a series of movies,
Okay.
and it came out just in 2022. And I don't know. I feel like you being a big movie buff, it's something. It's like I don't know. I think you'll like it. It's a one-word title with a number, because it's a number.
Start with the letter
C.
C. Oh man. Oh, what year again, you said?
2022.
Jeez. I don't okay, so I don't really watch. I used to watch
It's one
movies
that
and
you
then I
would probably
stopped.
watch.
Okay. Any actor in it that I might know?
Um. Yeah. If I gave you any of the characters in the movie, you'd know.
Oh, okay. Is it action? Is it an action movie?
It's like a comedy.
Uh, sure. Man, I'm drawing blanks here.
It's about a store.
Clerks?
Yeah,
Clerks.
like
So which one? Clerks 3?
yeah, it came out in 2022. Did you watch it?
Wow. No, I didn't. I
It
didn't.
made me cry.
Yeah.
It's a good
Well,
one. I
I
mean,
read that it's sad.
they I don't know, they got like they're like the whole movie. It's something like off about it, Like I feel like they're in another movie about like the end of the world or something.
Oh.
Dogma,
Oh. Yeah, yeah. No, they're in a bunch of movies from Kevin Smith, for sure.
but like I don't know. I just feel like those movies, just all of them. You see any of those actors in a movie, it's just got this vibe to it. Like I don't know, like kind of like watching South Park when you're not supposed to, and you just see a bunch of really bad shit.
Mm.
But even the actors, they're just so like the new actor in there, the new guy that they put in there, he's just really off-putting. Like he's just real. Oh yeah, okay. Like he's just real like weird and but otherwise like it's funny. It's funny, but it's just got this vibe to it. And I was just wondering if you caught that too a little bit. Like, do
Yeah.
you like
Well,
the Kevin Smith movies?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Man, Clerks, I watched the last half hour of Clerks 1. It was on TV just like last weekend. I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me watch this again." Okay, so but I heard that and this is why I'm not sure if I even want to watch it because I don't like super meta movies because I guess Dante and Randall. Dante has a no, no. Randall has a heart attack, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to make a movie about living as a clerk, and it'll be Clerks." And that's kind of cool, but it's so weird. Like,
You feel like it won't work?
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen it, you know?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, though, I'm a big Kevin Smith fan and I listen to all his podcasts, and he
Mhm.
talks about the behind the scenes making of Clerks quite a bit for years now. So I
It
feel like
seems
I already
really
know those
personal.
stories.
It
What?
seems like a really personal movie. Like a lot of them came out in it, I think. Like who's that guy? Who's the who has the heart attack?
Oh, Randall.
Randall? Yeah, he seems like really emotional the entire movie. And then what's it called? Yeah, they just try and make it work, and it doesn't. And I think the end of the movie is kind of just like with them accepting it. And that's kind of what makes it sad, but just like I haven't watched it since 2002 or 2022,
Mm,
but I just remember it was just like it was a hard watch. Like we were all just looking at each other like what the fuck is this? Like
whoa.
yeah, it's a good one. It's worth it.
Yeah, I mean I should give it a chance. So I love Clerks 1, but Clerks 2 was weird for me. Like there was some stuff that I liked.
Pushing it.
Oh, what?
They were just pushing it the whole fucking movie.
Well, oh my God, I hated that fucking donkey show at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
That
that's what I'm talking
was
about. And that was like right dead center in the middle of the entire movie. So it's just like, dude, what the fuck is this?
that was so bad. I hated that. Because I'm like, I wanted to be a veterinarian, not
That's
this.
that's what I'm talking about. Like it's just got this weird vibe, this weird weirdness to it. Like just pushing the envelope, and it's just like, who's pushing this fucking envelope? Because it's kind of yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I can't
Uh,
remember any specifics from the third one other than it was really sad. And it's just like they're not coming back from this. They're not gonna make another one.
ah, dang. All right. Well, I think I'll eventually check it out because like I said, I did like that first one a lot.
You
And I
like
haven't given the
Buntman and
second
Chronic?
one, Blunt Man and Chronic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, those guys.
Oh, after Clerks, they had Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and so I watched that right after this. That was so awesome.
That's the one, right? Where they're like they see all those like I just know they kidnap a monkey or something, right? It's just
Yeah.
all these movies kind of jumble together for me. Like
Oh
that's
man.
one.
It was great because I'm watching that and I'm like, oh, I could quote this entire movie. I like remember all these lines. Okay, let's do one more movie. Whose is it? Is it mine?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a two-word title. Starts with a B. First word starts with a B as in base.
Base. What year was it made?
93.
93. B.
Yeah, it's a kids movie,
Okay.
live action kids movie.
Live action. So there's like it's like a superhero movie or something?
No. No, it's just a family friendly movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's for kids basically, yeah.
It starts with a B.
Yep, starts with B. This is a sequel.
Okay. OMG.
Um,
Who's in it? Is there
you
actors?
you might know Charles Grodin, maybe. Oh shit, what's her name? She plays the mom. I like her, but I can never remember her name.
Is there like a villain in the movie?
Yeah, there is. Debbie Mazer and Chris Penn are the bad guys. Bonnie Hunt, that's the mom. Yeah, Bonnie Hunt's the mom. Charles Grodin's the dad. It's about a dog. Come on, Bo. Either you know this or you don't.
Dog?
Yeah.
Airbud?
No, it's Beethoven's second.
Okay, yeah. The only time I watched Beethoven was in first grade. Rita likes Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that
I
the
wouldn't
first
be.
one?
I think the first one probably.
Okay. Well, this is the oh wait, what do you think happens? What do you think happens in this movie?
Uh, the second. That's the second movie.
Yes.
Shit, maybe they got tired of him and sent him to the town, and he came back, and he's just causing a
Cujo
havoc.
style or what?
Cujo stuff. I don't know. I feel like that dog just gave those people a hard time, and that's what they made the movie about, right? It's kind of like a Marmaduke.
Yeah. Well,
Beethoven.
the dad didn't like Beethoven, but then
Uh-huh.
at the end they made up and they're like,
Doesn't he have
"Oh,
kids? Does he have kids in that one?
yeah, that's the whole sequel. It's all about, well, he meets his girlfriend. Was it? Yeah, at the beginning of this movie, and then they have puppies, four puppies.
Crazy.
But there's this evil chick and her boyfriend. They want to kidnap the puppies, I think. It's kind of like
Oh,
101 Dalmatians.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them dog movies. People be making movies about them dogs, man.
Yeah, like Wicked. Oh, not Wicked, but Wicker, John Wick. Wasn't that about a
Oh
dog
yeah, yeah, because they killed
originally?
his dog.
Yeah.
Reggie
It's
just
like,
brought that up. He's like, I'm like, son, what's my favorite movie? Come on, tell me. And he's like, you like John Wick, right? And I'm like, I've never even seen that movie. Like that
that's
movie's
funny.
so overhyped. That guy is so overhyped. Everyone's just in love with him. You like
Yeah,
John Wick?
it was okay. There was some cool action stuff, but I think Keanu Reeves isn't the strongest actor in the world. So,
The Matrix.
yeah. Okay, anyways, though, puppies, man. But they go on vacation. They go to like the wilderness and get rent a cabin and stuff. So there's like outdoor hijinks of the bad guys trying to capture the puppies, but like they fall in mud and the river and stuff. It's just like really lighthearted family fun, you know.
Yeah.
I bet Siga likes this movie too. I
Yeah.
can imagine.
The only time I remember watching it before Rita, because Rita would put it on for Reggie, I think, and Reggie would just watch through all of them, you know. But the only time I watched it, I was in first grade, and I think the teacher's just like, "Oh, you guys all did so good on your test. Like, I'll give you a pizza party, and then we'll go out to the football field and we'll like what is it? Practice golfing, you know."
Oh, wow.
And I think we were just having pizza and watching Beethoven, and then we got out on the football field. But otherwise, I don't think I ever watched Beethoven again after that.
Yeah, I don't think I watched the third. I think he had a lot more movies, but I think our family at least liked one and two. I think we watched these movies quite a bit. Oh, one scene that I do remember out of this is where the daughter Rice, their teenage daughter, is like basically like almost, I don't know, like forcibly forced upon by this dude she kind of liked. So like he locks her up in this room and then or locks the door and he has Beethoven tied to like um one of the pillars of the cabin, you know, and they're all perched up on there, like high up on a deck. And Beethoven knows that she's in trouble, so he starts like yanking on the chain, and eventually the whole cabin starts to like fall off the pillar, and he rips the pillar out. And like, yeah, that dude like falls into the lake. It was pretty awesome. That was like one of the coolest things Beethoven's ever done. Yeah.
Have you seen that Chinese scene where like someone like it's like a dog, right? And then the dog ends up being a person and he's in like a sheepdog suit just running across. Have you seen that? He ends up like drop kicking someone and then just turning back into a dog.
I've seen something like that, or like people in bear costumes fight each other or something like that. They look like
Yeah.
bears. Yeah.
But this is like a movie scene.
Oh, really?
It was like a movie either from Japan or something. It seemed like nothing was really clear. But then this dog just straight up stood up, and it was a pretty good costume too. Like it looked like the dog, and they were filming like special effects or something, you know.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's just Beethoven.
Maybe
They
that was
prob-
Beethoven 3. We've never
yeah,
seen it. Yeah.
probably. I'm sure they pull something out like that.
All right, man. Well, that's the end of the show. We talked about five movies now. So if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. Go to my movierecollection.com and tell your friends. My name was Vincent Cloud.
I'll tell my friends.
Say your name, damn it.
Oh, my name is Christian McClure, Bo McClure. I'm Vincent's brother-in-law.